First Alert 7 News with coverage of the Permian Basin. You're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for waking up with us on this peak of the week, Wednesday morning. We are, of course, as you know, at the very peak of the week. It's up here. It's all downhill from here.
Yes, thank goodness.
In a good way.
It's been
into
kind of
the
a slow
weekend.
week, in my
It has
opinion.
been. It's definitely not moved very quickly.
No.
But the good news is we're here now. We're on Wednesday. Things are moving along nicely. What a hot day it was yesterday. And apparently this is only the beginning of the heat.
Actually, you know, I'm kind of upset because we came in a few degrees cooler than I forecast for yesterday. So that was kind of annoying.
There's a silver lining in everything, isn't there?
Yeah, so
truly.
You know, it was only 3 degrees. I did bump us up to 94 at the noon yesterday.
At the noon, okay.
And we only reached 91 at the airport. And our table's kind of messy today.
Wobbly.
So that was a little frustrating.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody was complaining that was 91 as opposed to 94.
I'll
but,
take it.
You know, but also once you get into the 90s, triple digits, what's the difference?
What's the difference,
There's
truly?
no difference.
No.
It's hot. I don't want to be outside.
You could feel it. I mean, it's definitely different out there.
It honestly felt, even on Monday, it was cooler behind the cold front, but it felt like just as hot as Sunday.
It didn't really
was
make a
disgusting.
difference.
I walked outside and was like, why does it feel just as hot? And usually 77, 78, whatever.
And it's still, you can feel the heat.
It's great. No, I walked outside and I was like, it feels exactly like it did yesterday when it was 99 degrees.
I'm struggling.
Yes, he needs his water.
I need
Lauren was
water.
supposed to go get water, and she did not.
Lauren's busy. She's off camera. Off camera there. We do have some breaking news we want to talk about. A deadly crash, one of two that happened in the last 6 to 7 hours along Highway 302 in Winkler County. According to the Winkler County Sheriff's Office, one woman was killed in a crash that happened just before 6 o'clock this morning, 13 miles west of Kermit on Highway 302. That is a few miles to the east of Kermit, west of No Trees, just to give you an idea of where this is happening. Also just to the east of the Black Mountain Shale facility that is along 302. No reason as to what happened here, but we do know it's a rear-end crash involving a passenger vehicle and a semi-truck. One woman was killed. And again, the highway is closed in this area along Highway 302, so lots of traffic through there right now. Oilfield traffic, especially between those two cities, between Odessa and Kermit. So keep that in mind. And again, this happened only hours after a deadly crash was reported just after 10 o'clock last night, killing one man there. That happened 11 miles to the west of Kermit on 302. So again, keep that in mind if your commute does take you out towards the west. You may end up taking Interstate 20 out towards Kermit if you need to. That's the alternative route that I can think of heading out that direction. Belinda says good morning to Sawyer and Matthew.
Good morning, Belinda. Thank you for joining us.
Good to have you with us. We're getting over some traffic alerts. I did notice, if we can bring up Router 4 on our screen, that right there, a slowdown of traffic. It does appear to be improving.
A little bit better, yes.
This is Highway 349 and Interstate 20, Rankin Highway as it's known, in South Midland, right by the Walmart. Known for having crashes this week. We've seen a couple already. This one appears to be a backup, and it's in the eastbound lanes of traffic. Westbound, as you can see, those cars going from left to right moving fine, right to left are slowing down. And it has improved within the last 10 to 15 minutes because we were seeing brake lights all the way across the screen. It does appear that they are now getting diverted off onto the exit there, which is onto Highway 349. No information as to what exactly is going on here. But again, I want to remind you, Highway 302 is closed right now. Thank you very much. Currently, so please keep that in mind if your commute does take you in that direction. Now to the fun of Wake Up West Texas Extra. While we got the news out of the way, take us with you wherever you go. Start your mornings with Sawyer and I from 5 to 7 a.m. on Wake Up West Texas on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Download our app. Watch us on the news app, on your Roku. That's what I'm trying to say. Fire TV, Apple TV, all of those. It's completely free of charge. Now let's go to firstalert7.com/vote, where West Texas weighs in. We want your thoughts on these questions. One of them is a trivia question. This one of the hour is, which city has the most Michelin-starred restaurants in the world? A lot of folks, including my mom recently, realized that Michelin is the same thing as the tire.
Oh.
The Michelin star is the same thing as the Michelin Man. It's all part of that same brand.
Intriguing.
So the tire man is the same thing as the restaurant star.
I've definitely voted, and it's not showing up.
I'm going to vote for London, England.
Why is it not showing up?
A lot of people will think it's Paris. You might have overheard my French accent there. But I think it's London, England, because I think of Gordon Ramsay. I think of the UK as well. I know their food is not renowned around the world.
It's things that you wouldn't want.
Right, like beans on toast, although
Oh, no, I just meant at Michelin star restaurants. It's like very weird.
Sure,
like,
I know it's not like what we're used to because we're not. A lot of time we can't afford it.
Yeah,
we can't afford the food from there. But
I wonder if did yours register, Matthew? It's not showing any votes.
Maybe it's not open just yet. It says coming soon. Maybe he's resetting it real quick.
Okay.
But you can comment below. That's a lot easier too. Sawyer and I love to see the Facebook comments.
Yes.
Let us know what you think the answer is. There's plenty of cities around the world. Let us know what you think.
I chose Vegas.
Did you choose Vegas? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a great answer because Gordon actually has restaurants there. Gordon, see, he follows me on Twitter, on X.
He does, yes.
Yes, that's a verified
that's
thing.
Some random lore.
It's because he knows.
Matthew Alvarez.
I'm just going to go down a whole thing.
In West Texas.
No, I was going to say he knows I enjoy eating, but I was going to say we can. Says
trying to be nice.
I book all the food segments on here. Lauren does too, actually. Lauren enjoys eating too and cooking, actually. Next question we have: what helps you stay focused while at work? I love this question.
No, while you work, not at.
That's true. While you work. I'm going to put other.
Other.
Well, total silence actually is kind of my thing too. But you know what I do? So all of my work at home or here is all related to the news, and a lot of it is video editing or stuff like that, or
so it's never
schoolwork.
like silent, yeah.
No, and so typically I chew gum to focus. Isn't that interesting? That's a fun factor. I have to chew, like when I'm editing a package or video, I have to chew gum.
Something must be broken today because I voted and it's still
not working
for some reason.
Oh, thank you very much.
I chose listening to music. It helps me stay focused, but it also can 100% like get me off task too, depending on what the music is.
I can refresh it.
Every morning though, and everybody who's around here can corroborate this, I come in, I put my headphones in, I blast my music. Lauren scared me the other day on Friday because she literally walked up to me, had no idea. She's like, I was saying your name like 5 times. Had no clue. And it ranges in the morning, depending on how I'm feeling. Like yesterday, it was the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana, so I was listening to Hannah Montana / Miley Cyrus.
Sure.
This morning, I listened to just my like songs playlist on Spotify. Oh man, a lot of
I didn't realize. So, Chloe Rincon, good morning to Chloe. Good to have you with us. Belinda says London, England. That's who I thought of, Matthew Gordon Ramsay. That's what I thought is too. Chloe says New York. That's a good answer.
There's some in New York as well.
Chloe wants to also tag on listening to music, kind of like what you just said.
So, but it also can get me off task too, because then I get like really into the songs and I'll start singing, and the whole newsroom, the whole newsroom, i.e. our director.
So you and I grew up with Hannah Montana and all that. Watched the special yesterday.
I actually did not watch the special. I've seen clips of it, but I did not watch the full thing.
You did not watch it, okay.
I was actually telling one of our other coworkers yesterday, I wasn't the biggest Hannah Montana person when I was a kid. Like, I liked Hannah Montana, I would watch it, but I wasn't like, oh, I have to watch Hannah Montana. I have to, catch Hannah Montana. And like, I only know like a handful of songs, quite honestly. Like I was listening to the playlist yesterday and I was like, I don't even know this song. It's like, I've never even heard this song.
Interesting.
So
okay, I didn't realize. So it wasn't your top thing.
It wasn't mine. It was more of a High School Musical.
And
girl.
I mean, it's a quote unquote girly show. So it wasn't my number one Disney thing too.
Yeah, I'm like surprised, Matthew. I
definitely watched the entire series. I'm more of a That's So Raven Disney guy.
Really?
Very much so.
Huh.
Very much so.
Interesting.
But same shows. I mean, all of those, Phil of the Future. I watched all of those.
No, I was a big High School Musical person over like everything.
I was opposite. I'm not.
I loved High School Musical. I still do. I know every single.
But you know how I am with musicals.
Yeah, you are. So yeah, I liked Miley Cyrus. I liked Hannah Montana when I was younger. We went to a thing called Libby Lou. Don't know if you know what that is.
I don't.
Okay, it's kind of like they would give you like makeovers, and it would be like for like parties and whatever. So we went. My sister and I went at Disney. Maybe in 2007, give or take. And I got like a Hannah Montana pop star look makeover. Pink eyeshadow,
the whole thing.
Yeah, I had like the little microphone that would go, by your mouth.
The Britney Spears microphone,
and the blonde wig and the sparkles and all that fun stuff. And so, but yeah, I wasn't really big into Hannah Montana like as much as others were.
But you very much know of the whole thing.
Of the whole thing.
The story.
I would watch, some episodes if it was on. I wasn't like, oh, I have to set the DVR to record this. Or they were, Hannah Montana.
I actually did set my
Sweet
DVR
Life
to record
on deck.
it.
With Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, what is it called? Crossovers on. No, I wasn't like, I have to watch that. But,
I definitely was. Chloe says, love That's So Raven. I do too. Probably one of my favorite shows next to the Proud Family.
How do you watch the reboot?
I did. I watched the whole reboot.
Really?
Yeah, I watched the whole
Interesting.
thing. Yes.
Speaking of
no,
reboots,
Matthew's a Raven fan.
I'm
for
annoyed
sure.
about this. And Lauren Munt, if you can hear me, come chime in.
She may be a little far.
They are rebooting 13 going on 30.
I don't think I've seen that.
You need to. It's one of the best.
Is it a
movies ever.
Disney film?
No.
Oh.
It's a rom-com, and it has Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo in it.
That would explain why I don't know what it is.
And it's one of the best rom-coms probably ever. They're rebooting 13 going on 30.
Why?
Good question, Lauren. Why?
Why?
And literally, even the director was like, this is probably one of the most perfect, rom-coms ever. And I'm like, then why are you rebooting it, dude? Like, they don't need to redo it. It's from what, like early 2000s, give or take. And
That's what introduced me to Razzles.
yes, Razzles is a big thing in it. My uncle's actually in it as a background actor. One of my uncles used to act for a little bit out in LA. And you can see him a couple times in the Michael Jackson Thriller scene.
Interesting. Okay.
But anyway, yeah, so they're rebooting that, so I'm kind of annoyed about that because it's such a good movie to begin with. And why do we have to reboot everything?
That's the truth. It feels like they say, Belinda says, I'm ready for that one. Oh, yes.
Interesting.
Very good. Okay.
I do love 13 going on 30 a lot. So we'll have to see how it goes. It's Logan Lerman, who played Percy Jackson in the Percy Jackson movies. And then also Emily Bader, who was also just in a Netflix movie. Hold on.
Go to firstalert7.com/vote to let us know what you think. Scan the QR code. Our next question now, if you won the lottery, what would you do first? Travel the world, invest all your money, go on a shopping spree, buy a mansion, throw a massive party, or other? I've always thought about this. Mine is other. I would buy this TV station.
You're such a nerd.
I know. That's what I would do.
I don't know.
And invest, obviously. Investing is very important. Those are the things I would do. There would be signs, as they say, but you wouldn't probably know otherwise. I'd still be here at work.
I kind of want to say travel. I'm really excited for my trip over the summer. I just went to Seattle, and I would love to travel more than I do. And of course, traveling is expensive. It's
yes, it is.
Crazy right now with all the issues at the airports. So I'm actually kind of nervous about the summer and all those issues there. Hopefully they'll be resolved. Mom was like, yeah, they will. I was like, well, we'll see. The government might
never
shut it
know.
down again.
You
So
never
it's
know.
literally been 4 months since the last shutdown. Last shutdown was in November. Now we have one now.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but no, I would like to travel. My great aunt's a travel agent. She goes all these crazy, awesome places. And I'm like, I want to do that. So.
You're speaking so quietly, people can't hear you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sick. Still?
Sawyer's still nursing
trying
her
to
throat.
get over
she's trying to be able,
sickness.
so she's very quiet
I
today.
apologize.
But let us know what you would do as well. What?
Our director turned up my mic.
Okay, good. Yes, that might be good. That way you don't have to scream and hurt your throat. Our next question. Let us know what you think. Go to firstalert7.com/vote. What is your favorite way to procrastinate? There are many different ways to procrastinate. Doom scrolling, which is a popular one, watching TV, sleeping, playing video games, eating snacks, and other as well. On the last one, Chloe says definitely invest, and I agree with that. Investing is very important.
Yeah, I would invest as well.
Get your
but I think the
dividends.
first thing I would do is book a trip for sure.
Definitely
go on
nice.
one of those transatlantic cruises where you're gone for 2 weeks.
For a long time, yes. What is your favorite way to procrastinate? Mine would probably be...
I don't think Matthew does procrastinate.
Typically not. I don't. Not for work, I don't. School, yes, I did. And typically that was doom scrolling.
I definitely doom scroll. I'll pull up TikTok and be on there.
But at
for
work, I don't
hours.
procrastinate with anything. I don't. How do you procrastinate, Lauren, before you go? Do you doom scroll? When you procrastinate, what do you do?
When I procrastinate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
do you
what do you
doom
do?
scroll
Doom scroll,
video? I'm
sleep,
just curious your
eat.
thoughts real quick
Watch TV.
before we go to break.
I was going to say, I feel like Lauren's a big TV person.
Belinda, too.
Yeah.
I'm 5 seasons into The West Wing.
I gotta watch that still.
Well, so I've
Yeah.
been sick the last few days, and I watched 2 seasons. All I did.
Wow. How many episodes per season? 12? 10?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I just know. Well, I was sick, but I was still on this schedule, so I wasn't. I was waking up at 3 a.m.
So
and
you're
I didn't
just.
know what else to do.
No, there's nothing to do?
And so I just watched.
On average, The West Wing is 22 episodes a season.
Oh.
When I tell you I watched, nothing.
You didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Wow.
I had nothing else to do.
No, it's
Yeah,
true.
no,
It's
that is
true.
What
valid.
was I supposed to do?
Especially
so
rest. You
early
need to rest,
in the
yeah.
morning.
So I laid on my couch and
Well, glad you're
funny.
on the mend. You and Sawyer are both on the mend.
so I'm gonna go home.
She's
and get
doing much
sleep.
better than I am, actually.
Honestly,
So
Sawyer's been having
I'm
it rough.
still,
I
yeah.
got
I haven't
meds
heard
earlier
that.
than you did.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you were like 3 days in. I got it Monday.
No, I got my meds on Friday.
But you were sick Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I started feeling
like she's saying, you let it go
Oh.
longer.
I-
Like
You're
that's why maybe
supposed
it's
to.
true. You shouldn't just jump to antibiotics. That's
No,
true.
I immediately now I feel great. So.
Sorry.
That's true. Well, let us know what you think. Go to firstalert7.com/vote. It is 7:16 on this Wednesday morning. So glad to have you streaming with us. We appreciate Chloe, Belinda, and all of you for commenting with us. We're going to have more discussions, more fun, more news and weather right after this quick break here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Welcome back to Wake Up West Texas Extra, 7:20 on this peak of the week Wednesday morning. Again, we're at the very peak and we're going over the hump into the rest of our week, which consists of a lot of change in the way of weather. We'll get to that in about 5 minutes or so with a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update. But today is also March 25th, a special day for not only the country, but the state and the city of Odessa and Midland. I should say both of them, because Jersey Mike's Giving Day is happening today, and it's benefiting in a very good organization.
Yeah, this year it is benefiting the Special Olympics of Texas and West Texas as well.
Yes.
So very nice. We had a lot of representatives in from them and a special athlete as well who came in and discussed, just how excited he is to go to a special competition coming up in the Twin Cities.
In the Twin Cities. How cool is that? And so all this money going to be funneled into that organization. That's what the best part is. So if you need lunch plans, don't have them yet, maybe considering it, this is why you should do it. First Alert 7's Lauren Munt had them on Wake Up West Texas, like you mentioned earlier. Here's one of those interviews. We'll bring you several throughout this entire show here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Take a look at this.
Good morning, Matthew. Well, it's an organization that we know very well here in West Texas. That's Special Olympics. Now I'm here with Peyton. You're a coach for Special Olympics. Can you talk to me just a little bit about what it means to you to have this day of giving benefit an organization that you work so closely with?
I've been around Special Olympics since I was a child. So having this money go back to our athletes and our organizations to help further our whole plan and goal is just amazing.
Yeah. Can you talk to me a little bit about what you coach specifically?
I coach from softball, track, bowling, basketball.
All right. And what does that mean to you to work with those kids and work with this organization?
It means the world to me. I wouldn't choose anything over coaching Special Olympics.
All right. And you've got Jersey Mike's, who is giving a massive donation. Can you talk to me just a little bit about this donation? It's not just a percentage, which is what we see a lot of times. It's their entire sales for the day. Can you talk to me about that?
Yes, they're going to match all sales for today, and that's going all towards Special Olympics USA Games.
All right, and real quick before we go, can you tell me what your Jersey Mike's order is for anyone who needs a recommendation later today?
I would have to go with a meatball sub.
That's a good one. Thank you so much, Coach. We've got so many more people coming from Special Olympics today on Wake Up West Texas, so stay with us for more Special Olympics coverage.
We appreciate them for being there, and Cal making a cameo appearance as well.
He always does support this and support Special
he
Olympics,
does.
so he'll be going out to Jersey Mike's later today and getting a sandwich to support this great cause.
That's wonderful as well. And good to see, of course, everyone out there for the support. I was able to do the press conference last season for the Fall Classic. That's a big event that they hold now here in the Permian Basin, and it really does benefit so many wonderful athletes. We got to speak with one of them as well during the show, and how excited he is to have this support from Jersey Mike's, but also through and through the community as well. So really cool to see that.
Yeah, and I think it was brought up in her interview, but this isn't just a portion of the proceeds. This is every single cent goes to Special Olympics of Texas.
It's so great. I mean, you can't beat it. You're getting a good sandwich out of it as well. I have no preference. I just like a normal turkey sandwich, Mike's way, though, of course. It has drizzled some oil, some pepper. It's really nice.
I love... honestly, I don't go to Jersey Mike's quite often just because it's kind of out of the way, in my opinion. I don't like to drive. But I love their Phillies. Their Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
It comes with peppers and, the provolone cheese.
Maybe that's the move today.
And then I slather it in mayo. I love to put
Love
mayo
the
on
mayo
my
with
Philly
the Philly cheesesteak.
Yes. I know that's controversial, though.
Apparently it's controversial, that's for
Yes.
sure. But let us know what you think if you're going to be going to Jersey Mike's. We'd love to support, and especially supporting organizations like Special Olympics Texas, even right here locally. In the past, they've supported Meals on Wheels. They've supported the food bank. This year, focusing on Special Olympics. So really cool to see that. We're about a couple minutes out from our Wake Up West Texas news and weather update with Sawyer and I. We're going to check the forecast and the news. But first, we want to go back to our polling questions of the morning. West Texas weighs in. What is your favorite way to procrastinate? Doom scrolling taking the lead here. That is the one way I have procrastinated in the past. I try not to as an adult because, I have things to do and they have to get done in a timely manner. But back when or for school stuff, yes, that is the way to do it. Watching TV is another one. Maybe playing video games. I do occasionally play a video game or two when I have time. I like to. Sleeping, yeah, sure. Eating snacks. I mean, all of the above we've probably done at some point or another.
I don't know if I've ever napped to procrastinate, though. I do love a good nap, but yeah.
But just to straight fall asleep as you're not doing something, maybe?
No.
I know, it's a little unusual. So.
I do like to watch TV sometimes. If anything, it's not up here, but I chose doom scrolling because, TikTok, I'll be on there for hours. Aside from that, I would choose other. I like to read as well.
Read is great. Yeah, that's wonderful. What is our polling question or trivia for the hour? Which city has the most Michelin-starred restaurants in the world? I chose London, England. I think of Gordon Ramsay. Although Vegas coming in second place, like you were saying, Sawyer.
I chose Vegas.
And Paris, France, 20%. Let us know what you think. FirstAlert7.com/vote. And now for a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update with Sawyer and I. Stay with us right here for more Wake Up West Texas Extra after this quick break.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Morning, everyone. Time now is 7:26. Good morning. I'm Matthew Alvarez alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRae for a check of the forecast today. Sawyer, how's it looking outside?
Yeah, Matthew, it is a mild start to the day, and it is going to be another hot one across West Texas and southeast New Mexico. Breezy to windy conditions do return to the region today through really the rest of the extended forecast, with near record temperatures expected once again coming up today and tomorrow. Cooling conditions down a touch as we head into the weekend, back to below normal, but not quite as cool as we were looking at yesterday. Here's a live look outside of the skies of Big Spring this morning. A really nice start today, really nice sunrise out there. Temperature sitting at 64 degrees in Big Spring, 66 in Midland, 61 here in Odessa. Those temperatures ranging from the 40s to the 60s across West Texas and southeast New Mexico. Winds are not terrible just yet, anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. And we are starting off the day, as you can see from our iCam, with a few clouds, but also some blue sky and sunshine as well. Temperatures as we head through the day are going to be hot once again, with highs into the 90s and triple digits by this afternoon and evening. 93 for Midland and Odessa, 99 for Pecos and Carlsbad, 97 for Fort Stockton, 101 for Presidio. And winds through the day anywhere from about 5 to 20 miles per hour. The strongest winds expected across the Permian Basin. For tonight, mostly clear and a touch breezy, with those winds anywhere from about 5 to 20 miles per hour. Lows will be mild once again as we do head into our Thursday, with lows overnight into the 50s and 60s across West Texas and southeast New Mexico. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we are looking to see very similar conditions heading into tomorrow, but then that big drop off in temperatures coming up on Friday with the passage of our next cold front. Lots of breeze to even windy conditions expected as we head throughout the next 10 days.
Sawyer, thank you very much. This is your first alert on breaking news into the newsroom, where there is another deadly crash along Highway 302 in Winkler County. It's about 13 miles east of Kermit at mile marker 239. According to the Winkler County Sheriff's Office, one woman has been killed as part of this. This was the female driver of a passenger vehicle who was killed on arrival. Of course, the Sheriff's Office saying that 302 is shut down as of 7:15, so still closed as of this morning. The crash happened just before 6 o'clock early this morning. And mind you, this is the second crash that has happened in the last few hours. This one here was a 5-vehicle crash that led to 1 person dead, 2 injured last night. Sheriff's Office says this happened just after 10 o'clock, 11 miles east of Kermit. The investigation into the crash is still ongoing. Odessa Police meanwhile say they've identified this woman who we first told you about yesterday, accused of stealing a wallet with thousands of dollars inside. The police department thanking the public for their assistance in this investigation. For the latest news, log on to FirstAlert7.com. In the meantime, join us streaming live for Wake Up West Texas Extra on the First Alert 7 Facebook page and YouTube channel. Make it a great day.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much for streaming with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Sawyer has run off for the moment, but in the meantime, today's a very special day. Today is Giving Day at Jersey Mike's of Midland and Odessa. Those locations, of course, gathering money and going to be offering all of their proceeds to Special Olympics Texas. First Alert 7's Lauren Munt was on Wake Up West Texas earlier this morning with some special guests regarding Special Olympics Texas and what Giving Day means to them. Take a look.
Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, an organization that we all know and love here at First Alert 7, that's Special Olympics Texas. I'm here with Darcy. Darcy, can you talk to me just a little bit about the organization that you work with?
Yes, we do year-round sports for our athletes here. We have around 400 athletes in our area that participate. Currently, we are working with Jersey Mike's for our USA Games athletes, which we do have one with us today.
And can you talk to me just a little about what it's meant to you to work with this organization?
It's been amazing. A million high fives, lots of hugs, and the participation with the community has been so supportive.
And this Giving Day with Jersey Mike's, what does that mean to you guys?
It's been super helpful for our athletes, especially our USA Games athletes that are participating in June.
All right, and anyone who maybe can't make it to Jersey Mike's today to eat, what is something that they can do to support Special Olympics Texas?
They can volunteer. We are in desperate need of coaches. We have so many athletes that want to participate, and they don't get the chance always because we are lacking in coaches and volunteers.
What are some of those sports that coaches can be a part of?
They can be a part of track, basketball, bowling. We are introducing golf this year as well back into our area games, as well as our Fall Classic, which is our state games that are here locally as well.
All right, and you mentioned that we've got someone going to Team USA's Special Olympics. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Ashton is going to USA Games this year for his second time, and he will be participating with 5-on-5 basketball for Team Texas.
All right, and Jersey Mike's tonight, what is your order? So if anyone's going, that they can have a recommendation.
So we will be there with Ashton from 11:30 to 1:30 at our Midland location and 5:30 to 7:30 at our Odessa location, and the Super Sub is my favorite.
All right, that's a good one. That might be my favorite too. Okay, Darcy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Matthew,
you.
I'm going to send it back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Lauren, for that. It's wonderful to see them supporting our wonderful organization, Special Olympics Texas. Of course, go to Jersey Mike's for your lunch plans today. If you don't have any, please try and make some, even dinner plans as well. They're open well through the evening hour. Actually, I'll look it up. Why not?
Yeah, definitely look up the hours because we would like to go.
We would like to go as well. Jersey Mike's is open until 9 p.m.
And they open in when?
10.
10.
So 10 to 9. Can't beat that. Plenty of time to go and support a wonderful organization. All of the proceeds going and benefiting Special Olympics Texas.
Yes.
Let's check in on our poll for the morning. West Texas weighs in. Our extra trivia of the hour, which we'll have the answer to in about 25 minutes, where we'll let us know what it is.
Yes.
Which city has the most Michelin-starred restaurants in the world? Paris, New York, Las Vegas, Tokyo, Osaka, or London? Osaka kind of being thrown in there from two cities in the same country. I guess you could say the same thing for New York and Las Vegas, but I chose London, England.
Why?
Not renowned for their food, but renowned for their chef, Gordon Ramsay, Wolfgang Puck. I think of the amount of chefs who are French trained actually, which is fascinating. So maybe that's telling. They're French trained chefs, which is a very specific type of cooking. So Paris on here is kind of telling as well. I could be wrong. I really don't know.
Yeah, I really have no idea. I chose Vegas just because I know there's a couple of Michelin rated stars out there. Also in New York as well. I have no clue. I'm not really big into
the
cooking
restaurants.
and,
The
no, not in the
yes.
restaurant scene. You know.
Mary says, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mary, to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Go to firstalert7.com/vote, comment below, or scan the QR code right there to let us know what you think. Our next poll question up this morning, let's take a look at what that is. Okay, interesting one here. As we have, let me see. Pull it up.
As Matthew is having
Sorry.
issues pulling it up.
Oh, okay. Let me see real quick. Click here. All right. What helps you stay focused while at work? Listening to music, total silence, taking regular breaks, or other? I'm curious what your other is. A lot of people chose other. You have to let us know what your other is.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because we don't know what it is. Now, for me, it was chewing gum.
Yes, that
Even
was
though it
your
hurts my
other.
jaw. Definitely hurt. I have TMJ problems, and yet I chew that much
no.
gum. Yeah, it's not good.
I chose listening to music. I love listening to music. really anytime, in the car, at home, at work. You know, when I'm even reading like a book or something, I'll definitely pull up music and still like listen to music. And it depends, like, you know, if I'm reading, usually I'll listen to like movie scores and stuff like that, or something that kind of like relates to the book. But I love to listen to music, like when I'm at home, even if I'm just like on my phone, music will be playing in the background.
So you can concentrate on a project and still listen to music?
It depends.
I cannot
on
at
the
all.
type of music.
I guess so. I put on lo-fi sometimes when I'm doing homework.
I was gonna say, I love to listen to lo-fi. I'll do like Disney instrumentals. I'll do like movie scores, like I just mentioned.
Without lyrics, right? It's kind of the lyrics that distract you.
For the most part, yeah, because then I love to sing, so I'll start singing songs.
Start singing along
Matthew
with it.
knows this. I'll be in this weather center, like
jamming out to Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana, or,
just today, especially
or
for
musicals
topical
or
purposes.
whatever. So, but yeah, I love to listen to music really all the time. But it does kind of get me in that mindset of like, okay, we got to lock in, we got to focus, we got to do this. Even if it does have lyrics, but you know, especially here in the morning before the show, I'll sing. I don't care. On a normal day,
Sawyer enjoys singing, that's for sure. All right.
That's why my voice sounds horrendous.
Yeah, it definitely wears on it for sure. Well, look at this. If you won the lottery, what would you do first? This is a question we talk about every once in a while when the jackpots are quite high. Go to firstalert7.com/vote or comment on Facebook right here. We're watching the comment section. Let us know what you think. I chose other. I think I'd buy this TV station. All for me.
I'm judging you.
What would you do with your lotto winnings?
I would go, well, I would invest it.
Sure.
Initially, the first thing I would do would be definitely book a vacation, book a cruise, book something. I need to go somewhere. And I'm really looking forward to my vacation over the summer, so, and I'm like really excited for that. So I would like to travel the world.
Yes, traveling the world is good. I've never been a traveler, just, I don't know why, I probably should. But on this list, I don't know. Maybe it should be paying off debts, paying off things, you know, those things. But
Yeah,
I think
that too.
first, because all this has to do with buying things, I don't think I would do that, other than buy the station. But yes, let us know what you think you would do with your lotto winnings. What is your favorite way to procrastinate? Did we get to that one already? I think we did, right? Or was it
No,
earlier?
that was earlier.
Okay, so we didn't get to this one this time. So procrastination is something I think probably everyone struggles with for a time or another.
Does, yes.
Everyone does with projects maybe we're not the most invested in, we're not feeling it, we're not creatively inspired. What do you do in that amount of time? Well, a lot of it is doom scrolling as of, you know, I feel like 2010 on.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Back when it was probably TV. And then video games as well. It could go hand in hand with that. Sleeping is definitely a choice.
It is.
Because, I mean, that means you're just straight up just not going to do it. At least if the other ones you're conscious and can start working on it at least little by little. Even if you're like SpongeBob and you have that giant letter drawn out on the first.
Just the one
letter.
very fancy, beautiful word.
Calligraphy there,
Yes,
yeah.
and then the rest of it's like.
Eating is also one that I definitely, I mean, obviously, but I mean, like for procrastination do as well. I do like to eat snacks if I don't feel like doing something.
I chose doom scrolling. I like to just be on my phone, and I like switch through.
And
I'm
the
like, okay,
hours fly
Facebook
by.
first, then X, then TikTok, then Instagram, then back to X.
And they're
then
talking
back
like
to
short form
TikTok.
videos too, mostly, right? That's like reels, you go through that, or you do go through the feeds.
Yeah, it's usually through the feeds right
Okay.
now. Truly right now, the women's the short program for the World Championship of Ice Skating is on, and so I'm like on Twitter. I'm like, okay, or X or whatever we call it these days.
Keeping an eye on things.
Keep an eye on things because a lot of redemption, hopefully, for some skaters from the Olympics.
Okay, well, there you go. Let us know what you think. firstalert7.com/vote. Again, you can comment your answer on the Facebook Live as well.
Make sure to take us with you wherever you go, work, the grocery store, you name it. You can watch your favorite First Alert 7 shows on our app. Download it now on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Start your mornings with Wake Up West Texas from 5 to 7 a.m., then Wake Up West Texas Extra from 7 to 9 every weekday morning. You can also watch us live on the First Alert 7 Facebook page and YouTube channel as well.
Wonderful. So glad to be able to stream here live every weekday morning. We have some great interactions with everyone who's watching, especially a little bit earlier. So let us know where you're watching from, how you're watching as well, because that gives us some good information too to what to look out for. Let us know how you're watching it. I enjoy watching streaming on my TV. TV is my number one way of watching things. YouTube. I don't like using my phone because I can't see very well anyway, so it just kind of strains my eyes. I don't watch, even though I have a massive tablet phone.
I was going to say, your phone is bigger than most.
It's a huge phone, but I love sitting on my TV and using my Apple TV. That's how I watch everything. I have our app there, I have YouTube TV, you name it.
I will do both, depending on the day or what I'm feeling, or accessibility, I guess, of what's needed. So like if I'm putting away laundry or something, I'll have something pulled up on my phone, because then I can kind of watch it and move it with me.
Sure.
Or, you know, doing dishes or something, I could prop it up in my kitchen while I'm doing dishes. But most of the time I'll watch TV on my TV, because then I can doom scroll on my phone while I'm watching TV.
While you're doing that as well.
So I can multitask,
You
even
can
though it's not
multitask,
very,
there
you know,
Productive?
yeah, I almost said proficient. Productive, but I like to have both of them up. And sometimes, yeah, I'll be on TikTok.
I still don't have that app. I'll have to give it a shot.
You know, I'm watching something on television or whatever. So
Goodness. Well, if you're out this morning fixing to head out the door, traffic is, of course, building up in West Texas, but also in Denver, Colorado, as we take that live on your screen. Look at this amount of traffic here.
let's see where this is.
Sawyer has an idea of maybe where this is. It's a big city, so there's a lot of roads, but this looks like a main thoroughfare in the city of Denver, the
You guys know
Mile
who
High
Frank
City.
Azar is?
Huh?
Frank Azar?
No.
Strong arm. You can see one of his billboards off there in the distance.
Oh, is that like a lawyer?
Yeah, it's a lawyer.
Oh, I'm going to say must be a lawyer. There's so many strong-arm lawyers. I can think of some
Let's see.
with that term.
There's a Buc-ee's sign, because there is a Buc-ee's in Johnstown, Colorado now. So off on the
Oh,
right
there's a
side of your
billboard?
screen, it says Hangry, and it has Buc-ee on it, and it says exit something. There's Furniture Row, Denver Mattress. Yes, Denver Mattress is where the Denver mattresses come
Oh,
from.
that makes sense. Okay.
Then Furniture Row also has like a couch store.
So based off that, what you're seeing there, it looks like it may be off I-25. Does that ring a bell?
I mean, yeah, that's the main interstate in Colorado.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Well, there's also I-72. I-70 sucks as well. I'm just trying to figure out where on I-25 this would be. I really can't tell, and I can't read the exit sign. It's too blurry.
A little too far off in the distance.
But yeah,
there.
this is Denver, Colorado traffic. This is what I drove. Furniture Row. Where would that be off of I-25? North Denver, I'm assuming?
That's what it possibly looks like here.
Yeah, I would assume so. Just because Furniture Row, I would never pass usually. But yeah, so
Very
I would
interesting.
drive this, especially my final year of college, because it was still partially COVID times.
Yeah.
I drove up to Denver and back and didn't live at school twice a week. So that
Goodness.
was horrendous. I drove up Tuesday, Thursday, and back. And I would drive back in rush hour traffic. Rush hour starts in
boy.
Denver at like 3. So it'd be bumper to bumper traffic for hours in Denver, especially if you had like a sports event, the Nuggets game, the Avalanche, especially because that arena is right next to the college campus that I went to. Traffic was horrendous. So got used to sitting in traffic a lot. Where is this, Matthew?
This is Bush Intercontinental in Houston.
Houston.
Look at those lines. They're curving, by the way, as you can see them turning.
That's the drop off. This is outside because of the TSA being
That's
so
how long it is.
horrendous.
That's how long these lines
Oh
have
my
gotten.
gosh. Goodness
ICE has
gracious.
been brought in to help assist with this because of how many people are in line. TSA agents calling out, so they've had to bring in immigrations and customs enforcement to be able to kind of help with this. Also, along that same breath, is that Mark Wayne Mullen has been sworn in as the next Homeland Security Secretary as well. So fascinating
crazy.
developments there.
I hope this gets resolved by the time I have to travel this summer.
Well, I
do
hope so too.
not
And also,
wanna deal
these
with
folks are
that.
going unpaid.
Yes, and you know that's the biggest issue here
Yeah.
is that these TSA agents who are working to keep people safe,
In our own backyard.
in our own backyard are going unpaid and going to work because they have that sense of duty, and some actually have called out because why go to work if I'm not getting paid, which I 100%
Exactly.
agree with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But luckily, we talked about this on Monday. A local company is helping raise funds for our local TSA agents.
Yes.
68 of them, which seems quite high for Midland International Air and Spaceport.
It does. It makes sense, though, because if you think about it, when you're there's like 4 or 5, and that's on one shift. There's several shifts, so I guess that makes sense. But I'm
Well,
surprised
they're
at
not
the number.
always, at the scanning machine and checking
True,
your
they're on the boarding
license. They're doing
gates.
other stuff as
Yeah.
well, walking around the airport just kind of
I've seen them patrolling the
exactly
tarmac.
keeping
That's
an
true.
eye on
We don't
things.
see them all.
So you don't see every single TSA agent at the airport, even when you're going through the excuse me, when you're going through the checkpoint. And we do love our TSA agents.
We do.
Really
They're
everywhere, but
viewers.
especially at Midland International Air and Spaceport. Yes, they
Yes.
do love to watch us. Every
We're
time
sorry,
we fly,
y'all.
they're always like, "We watch you guys." I'm like, "Thank you."
Like, we do appreciate
Yes,
them
we
watching.
do,
We love that.
very
And
much.
we do appreciate seeing them when we get to fly. I'm excited to see y'all here very soon. I hope, that you get paid very soon, because that's just awful that you're going unpaid like this.
Where is this now, Matt?
I can't tell.
This is inside.
Does this say K?
Hold on, KHOU,
Oh, so
so
this is
Houston
inside
still.
Bush. So this is where the other end of the line is.
I don't know. It's the other end, but it's a different part of
It's
the
a different
line.
part of the line. Yeah, that's true.
Somebody doing a live
Just
shot
know
back
if
there.
you're
Look
in
at
an
all those
airport
cameras.
somewhere in the country, just look for a camera, because you could be on extra.
Extra.
Because we have cameras pretty much everywhere, including in the basements and the tunnels of Washington, D.C. I'm curious what this camera brings us here. We're going underneath the Capitol building. This is called a stakeout camera, so they're watching for someone to come out and make comments. I've been in this very hallway, in this very tunnel.
So is this where that people mover thing is?
Yeah, near this. Yes, it
Okay.
attaches to this. I've walked in these very halls. It's very interesting. A lot of them have elevators, and it'll say members only. A member is a congressman, senator, or congressman.
Did you see that Delta right now is reducing their perks for
I did
Congress
see that.
members?
Yes, I didn't know that Congress people had that many nice perks
I know
with
that's
airlines.
kind of interesting that that's even a thing. But while this government shutdown is occurring,
There-
Delta was like,
Makes sense.
Nope.
I mean, yeah,
"You're just like the rest of us. You got to have to stand in that 3-hour, 4-hour line."
especially because they can't afford all that with the no TSA. They're calling in, they're not being paid. So, of course, that is one development that we've been following. But yes, these are some of the tunnels underneath the Capitol of Washington, D.C. And it is, yes, open to the public. You have credentials. Of course, you have to get credentials. That's why the press is allowed in there. It's not necessarily cordoned off, but you can't just walk down. You do have to have some form of credentials. And unfortunately, that is the news we're still following as well out of LaGuardia, where those 2 pilots were killed in that horrific crash that happened on Sunday night.
yes.
Yeah, Sunday night. Crashing into a fire truck that was crossing a runway, an active runway, as this plane was coming in for a landing. It had just touched down, and the crash happened. They now released video of the actual crash that happened. It looks horrific.
It is horrible.
One survivor story, though, a stewardess who was on board in her jump seat actually survived after being thrown from the wreckage onto a median off to the side of the runway, and she survived with injuries, obviously.
Yes.
And then also a couple firefighters in the truck did survive. They're injured as well. Silver linings here, but nonetheless, the investigation, that plane's going to be there for a little while, probably moving off to a hangar nearby for the NTSB, FAA to continue their investigation, as well as the investigative authority in Canada, who is now being flown down to assist because it is an Air Canada jet, of course. So curious to see what happens with that, but just wanted to take a bit of a tour this morning across different parts
Well,
of
it's fun,
the
and it's always
country.
fun to see the different cameras that we have each day, especially with, the lines and the government shutdown.
The big stories that
TSA.
are happening, sure,
and,
yeah.
Denver was kind of fun and interesting because we usually don't have a look at Denver, and I love talking about my home, so that
Definitely.
was always fun to do. And yeah, traffic out there, never fun, and people don't know how to drive in Colorado either.
No, they don't. They definitely, I would say, just in general, if you're just a bad driver.
So yeah, they definitely just don't know how to drive in general, but especially in Colorado. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
For sure. Well, again, thank you very much for sitting with us. Let's take a look at a fun story now for Mother's Day. That is in May. But this koala, might already have Mom of the Year award even ahead of Mother's Day. Ariel was filmed with 3 joeys clinging to her at the zoo in Australia. Ariel is giving the other moms a break by carrying her joey Alan along with Alan's friends Muffin and Twinkie. I love those names,
I love
Muffin and
that.
Twinkie. They're sweet,
Muffin
literally.
makes me think of Bluey.
Oh, is there a character? I've not seen Blue, unfortunately.
You would love it, Matthew.
Really?
You
Okay.
really would.
You make me want to watch it now.
I've watched pretty much all the episodes by myself without my niece and nephew as an adult.
You're kidding.
No, I have. It's so cute, and it's just such a good show. It has really good principles, and it's fun because they're Australian, so they have their little accents, and it's just super fun to watch. And,
Okay.
and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse just did a crossover with them.
You're
So you have
kidding.
Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Pluto, Mickey, and then Bluey Bingo,
Okay.
Chili, and what's the dad's name?
The dad of Bluey?
Bandit. Yes,
A
thank you.
bandit. Okay. I love that. Okay. Well, good to know. I love this video. They'll love to see them clinging together.
She's very patient. There you go.
Very, very patient. Well, let's head to Washington State now, where they've announced yesterday that they have welcomed their newest resident, a rescued blind harbor seal named Onion. The zoo said the 11-year-old male would make his public debut this weekend after recently arriving from Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. Onion's story began in September 2015 when he was stranded at 17 months old on a beach in Massachusetts. He was rescued, but during his recovery, he developed an eye infection that left him blind. Despite his blindness, Onion has thrived under human care.
Oh, I love him. I love seals.
Sweet
We've had a
seal.
lot of seals in our show. I think we've had one every single day this week.
Yes, we have. Pretty much.
But I love seals. They're so fun, and they're chunky, and they're spirited. You know, and he just plops around, and
They're so sweet.
I love seals.
That's really
And
nice.
they're like slippery. Yeah, like he's just
Blind or not, he's happy.
plop into the pool.
Well, whether you make them from scratch or love a quick box mix, Sawyer, today is International Waffle Day.
Wow.
That's a Waffle House waffle. Very thin, almost paper-like. Not my favorite.
I was say I like a thick waffle.
I do too.
Or
I like a Texas-shaped
Sure.
waffle. Makes everything taste better.
Texas-shaped
What was that?
nerd.
Whoa,
Waffle
chicken and waffles. And waffle tacos, yeah. Chicken and waffles is very good. I've had that at a place called Whiskey Cake in San Antonio. Very good.
I like chicken and waffles, but I like when it's chicken strips and waffles.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's good
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I know some places do like fried chicken and waffles, but I'm not a fan
Huge
of that.
on the
I think
fried
that's
chicken,
weird.
yeah.
I'd rather I get chicken and waffles and have the chicken as chicken tenders and then have the waffle as the waffle, and or places where they're like on top of each other. I don't like having the chicken on top of my waffle. I
On
like
top
to
of the waffle,
separate
yes.
them for sure. But yeah, I love waffles. I love a good Belgian waffle. There's a place, well, yeah. There's a place in New York that has waffles, and it's really, really good. They're Belgian waffles, and I got like a s'mores waffle one of the times we went. It was very rich, but it was so good.
It sounds good. Sounds amazing.
Yes.
Very rich, nice buttermilk waffle. Enjoy a waffle today if you're starting off. At least this is something you can actually enjoy for breakfast for sure. Well, in just a few minutes, we are going to come back with a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update for a check of the news, but also the forecast, which is very ever-changing and continues to be a roller coaster nonetheless. So
It's interesting for sure, y'all.
definitely interesting. So in just about 2 minutes, we'll come right back with another check of those news headlines, but also a lot more fun on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Morning, everyone. Time now is 7:56. Good morning. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRae with a check of the forecast. Sawyer, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. Happy Wednesday. Here's a look at those first alert weather headlines. Breezy to windy conditions do return to the region today and stick around throughout the majority of the next 10 days. Near record temperatures expected once again today and tomorrow. cooling things down a touch as we head into the weekend. Here's a live look outside over the skies of Fort Stockton. It is a beautiful start to the day out there. As you can see, a few clouds, especially up high in the sky, some high clouds this morning. It is mild, though, across West Texas and southeast New Mexico, with those temperatures ranging from the 40s to the 60s, 65 in Midland, 61 here in Odessa. Winds not terrible just yet, anywhere from being calm to about 10 miles per hour. And we are starting off the day with a mixture of blue sky, sunshine, and a few clouds as well. Here's a look at what to expect as we head through the day. We are going to see those temperatures warming up nicely once again by this afternoon and evening, with highs into the 90s and triple digits expected across West Texas and southeast New Mexico. 93 for Midland and Odessa, 99 for Pecos and Carlsbad, 97 for Fort Stockton, 101 for Presidio. And winds through today anywhere from about 5 to 20 miles per hour. Strongest winds expected across the Permian Basin. Coming up tonight, seeing those winds picking up across the Permian Basin and southeast New Mexico, anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Lows will be mild once again as we head into our Thursday, only dropping into the 50s and 60s as we head into tomorrow under mostly clear skies. Here's a look at that First Alert 7-10-day forecast, where we are going to see very similar conditions for Thursday before a big drop in temperatures heading into the weekend. Temperatures actually back to below normal for this time of year Friday and Saturday, with those breezy to windy conditions sticking around throughout the majority of the next 10 days.
Sawyer, thank you very much. We'll begin with a traffic alert for you in Odessa, where Highway 191 is expected to have a westbound lane closure beginning Saturday, now through Saturday, I should say, from Billy Hex to East Loop 338. Crews will then shift to eastbound main lanes from traffic from Loop 338 to Billy Hex Road starting on Monday. In Midland, the Lamesa Road Bridge that has been closed for quite some time will reopen soon. TxDOT saying the bridge will be back open on April 1st. Midland County shared this image with us saying, quote, "We know this has been a major route for many residents traveling between the city and southern parts of the county, and we appreciate everyone's patience," end quote. In education, Rankin ISD Superintendent Shay Murphy has resigned, according to a joint statement from Murphy and the district's Board of Trustees. The statement says an agreement was reached allowing Murphy to pursue other interests as the district begins the process of hiring a new superintendent. The board has named Brad Riker, the current principal of the high school, as its acting superintendent. We'll have another check of the news and weather coming your way in just half an hour right here on First Alert 7. But in the meantime, why don't you join us streaming live on the First Alert 7 Facebook page and YouTube channel for Wake Up West Texas Extra. Make it a great day.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Good to have you with us, streaming live on Wake Up West Texas Extra on this Peak of the Week Wednesday morning. We're at the very peak of the week. We're at the peak of the show. Now it's all downhill from here.
I hope this hour goes by quickly.
I think so. I think it'll fly by because we're having so much fun here. We want our viewers to comment. Let us know where you're watching from this morning.
The single viewer, which is you.
That's me. Let us know where you're watching from. Go, of course, download our app on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. You can watch us on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, anywhere you get your news. We are there.
Well, apparently we are not.
There.
Apparently a lot of our streaming is not working this week.
I wonder why. That's unusual.
Yes.
I'll
We
see
are
if-
obviously on Facebook, so that's good, and the YouTube as well. But yes, our CTV sounds like it's having some issues.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, that's not good. I'll see. Hopefully see if our website is working.
Maybe we're live, but I don't think you can watch it like back.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, hopefully so. Nonetheless, we're good to have you with us. And as 8:03, time to figure out our trivia question of the hour. As we bring it up on your screen. Let's see what it is. Which city has the most Michelin-starred restaurants in the world? Paris, New York, Las Vegas, Tokyo, Osaka, or London? I chose London, so did a majority. Well, a tied count really between London and Las Vegas. So I chose Vegas, and she has the answer for us now.
Sorry, I'm saying if we're on our website. We are wrong.
I'm excited. We're
It
wrong.
is Tokyo, Japan. With a lovely drawing. Once again, from our producer.
Look at
Carlos.
that.
Oh. Look at that. That's
That
beautiful.
is fantastic. More. Zoom in more.
I think this is the Eiffel Tower. This is obviously a building in Japan.
Did you just say Eiffel Tower? Do you mean Tokyo Tower?
No, that looks like an Eiffel Tower.
That's the Tokyo Tower. That is not the Eiffel Tower.
It looks like the
It
Eiffel
does look
Tower.
like the Eiffel Tower, but that is the Tokyo Tower.
I don't know what this is supposed to be.
I don't either. That's funny.
We
I
love
don't
it,
think
though.
it's the
Thank you,
Eiffel Tower,
Carlos.
but thank you, Carlos. Yes.
I don't know. Paris was one of the options.
It
So
was
maybe
one
he
of the
just
options.
did landmarks from everywhere.
That's true. Maybe
We
this is-
are streaming on our website right now.
Excellent. All right. Our next trivia for the next hour, which is right now, which country has the highest total number of volcanoes? Could it be Japan? We think of Mount Fuji, a retired volcano. It's
Ooh,
extinct, but not
that's a good
retired, excuse
question.
me. Chile, United States, Russia, Indonesia, Argentina. All of these countries reside on
Faults.
faults, the Ring of Fire. And so that's what makes it tough. I'm going to go with, just based on my knowledge, of which is limited in this,
So I
in the
actually have
scope.
no idea.
will probably be volcanoes. And I guess it doesn't say active or dormant at all. So I guess I'll go with Japan.
I don't know. I really have no idea. You know, usually I'm like, this
This one sounds right,
This
this
one
one feels
sounds
right.
right. This one feels right. But I really have no idea.
I'm
Because,
going with Japan.
Like, technically the ocean, but it's not a country, obviously.
Right.
And like,
Right. Sorry, I was yawning.
I'm not big into volcano
Lore?
I guess. So yeah, I really have no idea. I'm just gonna choose Argentina for
Just for you.
fun.
That could
Why
be,
not?
There are,
we
yeah, I
keep
mean,
getting stumped by everything, so
That's true.
maybe it's something that I wouldn't even think of. So that's why I'll choose Argentina.
She's Gladys is here. She says hello from Midland. I'm in Facebook, but watching on YouTube on her TV. Yes, that's what I do, Gladys.
Yes.
As well. So hello from Midland. She says Chile,
Yeah, interesting.
which has an excellent flag, very similar to Texas.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. My nephew, I always bring him up all the time. He loves to point out the Texas flag and Chile flag are very
Are
similar.
almost the same.
And I showed him one once, and he was like, "That's the Texas flag." I said, "No, baby, that's Chile."
White on top. White on top. Always remember that. I've seen some folks hang their flags, many of folks, upside down with the red on top. And it is a pretty subtle thing. If you don't pay attention or notice it, yeah, it's pretty easy to switch out into the Chilean flag. But let us know what you think. FirstAlert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code on your screen or comment like Gladys did in the Facebook Live comments below because we are keeping a close eye on them. Sorry that I enjoy doing it. Let's get to some of our other poll questions we have for you this morning, which is whenever you're trying to work on something and try and stay focused, what do? Listen to music, total silence, which is a good option, taking regular breaks, or other. I chose chew gum, but it's between that and total silence. Even when I drive, utter silence, no radio, no music.
I love to listen to music. I just love music, always have, always will. I love all types of music. Excuse me, sorry. All types of music. So I love to listen to music. Sometimes it does distract me depending on like what kind of music it is. And it has to be like a good constant stream of like good music. Like if one bad song comes on, I get like upset. Or like if I'm having to like skip every single song, I'm like
your playlist is extremely well curated.
yes. Or even if it's like liked songs, because I have like a liked songs playlist, but it's like something that I'm not like vibing with that day, it just makes me angry. Like it makes me inherently angry. But and that can definitely throw off the vibes, especially if I'm trying to like work. But love to listen to music. I love movie scores. I love instrumentals. We talked about this earlier, lo-fi. And we're also really big into ASMR.
Do you like to hear people eat pickles?
No. It's actually cucumbers right now is what's
that's what's trending.
But,
okay.
But anyway, no, not that. I'm not big into food ASMR.
See if I can eat something real quick for you.
I have crackers. No, I'm not going to do that.
I was there. Are you going to actually do an ASMR show? Oh boy.
I was chewing on one earlier, or like eating one, and I was like, I hope they can't hear
in the microphone. That's what she's trying to get over her cough.
Yes, I am still sick, so I apologize if I'm quiet or don't sound great because
she's struggling.
I'm trying to not cough every like 3 words, everybody. So
it is tough.
Apologies.
That cough stays forever.
Please don't get frustrated with me because I'm frustrated with myself.
There we go. Our next question: if you won the lottery, Sawyer, what would you do first out of all of these or other? I chose buy this TV station. I would do that. Yes.
I chose travel the world. I love traveling. I would like to do it more often than I do. So I chose travel. I think it would be fun. I have family right now in like Amsterdam, and I'm like, man, I want to go. I've never been to Europe, surprisingly, yet.
Yeah.
I do have plans to do that within the next couple of years, so I'm very excited for that. But I've never been to Europe. I think it would be really fun to, of course, go to Ireland.
Sure.
Go see the homeland.
The homeland.
The motherland. Also, London, Paris, all that fun stuff. I would love to go over there.
Would just be incredible for sure.
Yes.
All right, let us know what you think. firstalert7.com/vote or comment below like Gladys did. Let us know what you would do with your lottery winnings. There's a lot of things. I would probably pay off some debts.
Yes, that too first. Actually, that would probably be the first thing that I would do.
Because it's easy. You can get on your phone, knock them out.
Get my student loans out of the way.
Student loans, yeah, that's a big one too.
And then after that, I can travel.
Yeah, exactly. There's always time to travel. There's not much time to pay off your debts because they want their money now.
Okay, sure.
All right, let us know what you think. Is there another one? Let's see.
No, I think that was it.
Oh, procrastination.
Oh, yes.
What's your favorite way to procrastinate? Doom scrolling is probably the most popular because that's what we all do. I don't have TikTok on my phone. Never have. Probably never will. It's not my thing. But I do like the Reels, which is probably about the same thing. It's just regurgitated TikTok. Just a little bit late, yes. But that's probably my number one thing. Maybe watching TV right after that, playing video games after that. Eating, probably close to being top 2. Gladys would travel as well.
Yeah, traveling is fun.
And she voted on the website. Thank you, Gladys. So glad to have you with us this morning.
Nice. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Join us every morning from 7 to 9 here on Extra. We have a lot of fun here. And also get to talk to you directly. But again, procrastination, I don't do it very often with work projects. I try not to, especially, but mostly like school back in the day. Definitely would procrastinate here and there. Always got my stuff in, though. I never failed because of procrastination. I just told myself I shine under pressure and push through. It's what we all have to do, isn't it? So let us know, again, what you think on these poll questions. Again, our trivia before we go. Which country has the highest total number of volcanoes? Those are the possibilities there on your screen. One of them is a correct answer that Sawyer will give us in exactly 50 minutes. Ish. Around that time. Yes. We're excited to be able to have you here with us, though, for Extra. Here in just a couple of minutes, we're going to come back with a very special day that's happening today. It's called Giving Day by Jersey Mike's, benefiting a very special organization here. Special in the name, by the way. So we'll have more details on that and look at your First Alert forecast, among other things we'll discuss as well here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Now from the First Alert 7 Weather Center, here's meteorologist Sawyer McElroy.
Sorry, everybody. Still getting over a sickness. Good morning and happy Wednesday. Here's a look at those first three weather headlines as we do start off the day. Breezy to windy conditions do return with near record temperatures today and tomorrow, cooling things down a touch heading into the weekend. Here's a look at those winds as we head through the day. Not terrible, but we are really going to see those winds picking up as we head into our Thursday and our Friday. More near record heat is on the way, like I mentioned, today and tomorrow, where we are looking to break the record at Midland International Air and Spaceport for today. Our forecast is 93, the record is 92. Coming up on Thursday, the record is 94 and our forecast is 94 as well. Temperatures as we head throughout the next 10 days are going to waver anywhere from about 20 degrees above normal for this time of year today and tomorrow, then back to below normal Friday and Saturday before warming back up once again next week. Here's a look at satellite and radar this morning, where we are hanging on to a few clouds but otherwise quiet conditions. Temperatures across the state are mild, anywhere from the 50s to the 70s, 62 currently at Midland International Air and Spaceport, and winds not too bad, anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. We are hanging on to a few clouds across the state, but otherwise quiet conditions. For our travelcast for today, it is going to be hot, sunny, and breezy. Winds from the south between about 10 and 20 miles per hour. High today of 93, low overnight of 59. And here's a look at what to expect if you are traveling anywhere across the state today. 88, mostly sunny and breezy for Dallas. 84 with partly cloudy skies for Houston. 89 with partly cloudy skies and breezy conditions for Austin. 93 with sunny skies for Lubbock. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we are going to see very similar conditions coming up tomorrow. Then we are going to see temperatures dropping Friday and Saturday, like I mentioned, back to below normal for this time of year, into the 70s. So mid-90s tomorrow, then right around 70 coming up by Friday. It is going to be windy coming up on Friday with the passage of that cold front. Overall, though, a lot of change as we head through this week, with highs ranging from the 70s to the 90s, even triple digits for some rain chances as well coming up next week.
Yeah, I have to say, these rain chances not looking too good like you were talking about. These temperatures, I mean, we're really running the gambit here. It's not good for anyone who's feeling already bad, like you, Sawyer. This is not good.
Yeah, it's definitely not helping for sure, especially with the wind, the breeze that we're going to see. Like I said, today not terrible, just kind of like a normal Wednesday out here in West Texas. But coming up on Friday, it is going to be windy. We are looking to see those sustained winds up to about 35 miles per hour. Gusts, of course, even higher than that, especially in the morning. So expect some blowing dust, some, issues there with allergies coming up on Friday.
For sure.
And yeah, not really looking forward to it because I'm obviously still not doing very well. So
yeah,
we'll
it's still a little tough on your cough there.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. Well, today's a very special day if you need lunch plans, dinner plans, brunch even.
Say late breakfast.
Late breakfast, yeah, because they open at 10 a.m. Jersey Mike's sandwiches in both Midland and Odessa participating in their Day of Giving. All month long they've been raising money, but today is the day that 100% of their proceeds will go to a special organization. First Alert 7's Lauren Munt was in studio earlier during Wake Up West Texas with what that organization is and how much this benefit will mean to them.
Good morning, Matthew. Well, it's an organization that we know very well here in West Texas. That's Special Olympics. Now I'm here with Peyton. You're a coach for Special Olympics. Can you talk to me just a little bit about what it means to you to have this Day of Giving benefit an organization that you work so closely with?
I've been around Special Olympics since I was a child. So having this money go back to our athletes and our organizations to help further our whole plan and goal is just amazing.
Yeah, can you talk to me a little bit about what you coach specifically?
I coach from softball, track, bowling, basketball.
All right, and what does that mean to you to work with those kids and work with this organization?
It means the world to me. I wouldn't choose anything over coaching Special Olympics.
All right, and you've got Jersey Mike's, who is giving a massive donation. Can you talk to me just a little bit about this donation? It's not just a percentage, which is what we see a lot of times. It's their entire sales for the day. Can you talk to me about that?
Yes, they're going to match all sales for today, and that's going all towards Special Olympics USA Games.
All right, and real quick before we go, can you tell me what your Jersey Mike's order is for anyone who needs a recommendation later today?
I would have to go with a meatball sub.
That's a good one. Thank you so much, Coach. We've got so many more people coming from Special Olympics today on Wake Up West Texas, so stay with us for more Special Olympics coverage.
Oh, well, that's a wonderful discussion that they had regarding Special Olympics Texas.
Yes.
And also, we want to remind you, go out to Jersey Mike's. Sawyer and I are going to be eating there today. Lauren, probably the entire newsroom. Jay Hendricks called me yesterday at home, and he was like, are you going to Jersey Mike's? I said, yes, Jay, I will be.
Yes, Jay loves supporting the Special Olympics. So obviously, we all
He's
do
a big
here
fan. Yes,
as
of course.
well. But yeah, very excited to get a Jersey Mike's sub later today. We have our order ready to go, and we'll get it later today. So just supporting that cause. And yeah, it's not just a percentage because, usually when there's fundraisers from companies, it's, 10%, 20%. No, this is every
100%.
single cent
Yeah.
goes towards Special Olympics of Texas. So definitely nice to have them in here today. And we got to hear from coaches, some parents, organization leaders, and even an athlete as well. So, got a lot of information about what this means to that community. And yeah, definitely head out to Jersey Mike's, and you can do an online order as long as it's through their website or their app. It counts as well.
That's
no
wonderful.
No third-party apps.
Okay, so it's
no
no
DoorDash or whatever. But
okay.
if it's through their app website, they said it still counts.
Well, we're going to make it happen today. I'm going to get my I don't know. Why don't we have some time?
We have
I want to
time.
get into
Google
break
it.
at
Let's go to the
23 probably, or 22. So we're going to go here in just a minute. So let's see. Jersey Mike menu. Let's do it together, y'all.
All right.
Join us with it. Let's get our orders now. That way we know we're not going to be there standing holding up the line. Because
It is. It gets very busy.
It gets busy,
on these days, which
let me
is
tell
great,
you.
obviously. But yes, it gets
I
very
see they have a new hot Italian. Ham, salami, pepperoni, melted provolone, peppers. That might be the way. But
That sounds good.
let's see. They have some cold. I'm a cold sub guy. I'm not a hot sub guy.
Really?
I am a cold sub guy. I'm what you call boring.
You could get your tuna. You love tuna.
I love tuna. Probably gonna. Well, actually, tuna sounds like good. Actually, the stick ball sounds good.
Provolone ham and salami.
Salami. That's a name.
Yes, that is interesting. We have a Jersey Mike's, or we used to, I think, when I was younger back at home. We would get the clubs or the Club Supreme.
Oh yes, Club Supreme.
Yeah, so a lot.
But you said the Philly's good. I haven't tried
love
that.
the
Mike's
Philly.
Famous Philly. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to get the stick ball. Give that one a shot because provolone ham and salami, very simple, very easy. Let us know what you think. We're going to be back here in just a moment with a First Alert 7 news and weather update right at 7:26, 8:25. That's what I'm trying to say. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas News and Weather Update.
Morning, one time now is 8:25. Good to have you with us here on First Alert 7. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRoy with a look outside. Sawyer, happy Wednesday.
Yeah, it is Wednesday, looking like a nice day across the region. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. Breezy to windy conditions do return coming up for the next couple of days, with near record temperatures on the way today and tomorrow as well. Cooling conditions down a touch as we head into the weekend. Here's a live look outside of the skies of Fort Stockton this morning, where we are hanging on to blue sky sunshine and a few clouds as well. Temperatures already anywhere from the 40s to the 60s this morning. 64 in Midland, down to 59 here in Odessa, sitting at 60 degrees currently in Fort Stockton. Looking at those winds this morning, anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. And like I mentioned, we are hanging on to some blue sky sunshine and a mixture of clouds as well. Temperatures today are going to warm up quickly and nicely. Like I mentioned, already seeing a temperature about 62 at Midland International Air and Spaceport. Highs will warm into the 90s and triple digits coming up later today. 93 for Midland and Odessa, 99 for Pecos and Carlsbad, 101 for Presidio, and looking to see those triple digits in portions of the Big Bend as well. Lots of sunshine today, but those winds will be picking up, especially across the Permian Basin. Coming up tonight, we are going to see those lows into the 50s and 60s once again. 59 overnight for Midland, 60 for Odessa, mostly clear skies and a touch breezy as well, with those winds anywhere from about 5 to 20 miles per hour. Strongest winds expected across the Permian Basin and southeast New Mexico. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we are going to see highs very similar coming up tomorrow, but then temperatures dropping from the mid-90s to right around 70 coming up on Friday with the passage of a cold front. Overall, something for everybody as we head throughout the majority of the next 10 days.
Sawyer, thank you very much. A reminder for you, we have breaking news we've been following out of Winkler County, where there's another deadly crash that was reported just before 6 o'clock this morning, about 12 miles to the east of Kermit along Highway 302. The highway still remains shut down right now. All we know is that one woman has been killed in this crash involving a semi-truck and a passenger vehicle, according to the Winkler County Sheriff's Office. We'll continue following that information as it comes out. But just last night after 10 o'clock, there was another deadly crash on that same stretch of road. It was a 5-vehicle crash leading to one person being killed, 2 others injured. Sheriff's Office says it happened on 302, 11 miles east of Kermit. Officials say 5 vehicles were involved in this crash, with rollovers and fires reported. Deputies have confirmed that one man was killed and next of kin have been notified. 2 people were taken to the hospital with injuries. No word on the extent of those. Expect the highway to remain closed for quite some time. Tracking crime, we're in Terrell County, where Sheriff Thaddeus Cleveland says Border Patrol agents from Sanderson caught this group of 5 migrants. He says they came to the U.S. from Mexico. The Terrell County Sheriff's Office assisted with their arrests. In Odessa, police say they've identified this woman here, who we first told you about earlier this week. She was accused of stealing a wallet at the Westside Walmart. A man told police that he left his wallet at the customer service counter with $2,700 in cash inside. When he came back for the wallet, it was gone. Police thank the public for their help in identifying her. The investigation, though, still continues. A traffic alert now in Odessa, where Highway 191 westbound main lane will be closed and is closed for Billy Hex all the way down to 338. This is through Saturday. Crews will then shift to the eastbound main lanes of 191 from Loop 338 out to Billy Hex Road starting on Monday, March 30th. In Midland, some good news. The Lamesa Road Bridge that goes over Interstate 20 will reopen next week. TxDOT saying the bridge will open on April 1st. Midland County shared this photo with us saying, quote, "We know this has been a major route for many residents traveling between the city and southern parts of the county, and we appreciate everyone's patience," end quote. And a quick announcement that Rankin ISD Superintendent Shay Murphy has resigned. According to the district, the principal of the high school has now stepped in as interim superintendent. We'll see you at noon. Make it a great day.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
So glad to have you streaming with us this morning, 8:32 on this Wednesday. It's the peak of the week, as we say. It's also Giving Day for Jersey Mike's Sandwiches. First Alert 7's Lauren Munt was on Wake Up West Texas a bit earlier this morning with her guest, who's benefiting this morning from their Giving Day. 100% of the proceeds going to that organization. Here's a look at her interview earlier.
Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, an organization that we all know and love here at First Alert 7, that's Special Olympics Texas. I'm here with Darcy. Darcy, can you talk to me just a little bit about the organization that you work with?
Yes, we do year-round sports for our athletes here. We have around 400 athletes in our area that participate. Currently, we are working with Jersey Mike's for our USA Games athletes, which we do have one with us today.
And can you talk to me just a little about what it's meant to you to work with this organization?
It's been amazing. A million high fives, lots of hugs, and the participation with the community has been so supportive.
And this Giving Day with Jersey Mike's, what does that mean to you guys?
It's been super helpful for our athletes, especially our USA Games athletes that are participating in June.
All right, and anyone who maybe can't make it to Jersey Mike's today to eat, what is something that they can do to support Special Olympics Texas?
They can volunteer. We are in desperate need of coaches. We have so many athletes that want to participate, and they don't get the chance always because we are lacking in coaches and volunteers.
What are some of those sports that coaches can be a part of?
They can be a part of track, basketball, bowling. We are introducing golf this year as well back into our area games, as well as our Fall Classic, which is our state games that are here locally as well.
All right, and you mentioned that we've got someone going to Team USA's Special Olympics. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Ashton is going to USA Games this year for his second time, and he will be participating with 5-on-5 basketball for Team Texas.
All right, and Jersey Mike's tonight, what is your order? So if anyone's going, that they can have a recommendation.
So we will be there with Ashton from 11:30 to 1:30 at our Midland location and 5:30 to 7:30 at our Odessa location, and the Super Sub is my favorite.
All right, that's a good one. That might be my favorite too. Okay, Darcy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Matthew,
you.
I'm going to send it back to you.
So glad to have Giving Day happening today. We're going to have to Jersey Mike's a little bit later. So if you don't have any lunch plans, dinner plans, be sure and head on out because all the proceeds going to Special Olympics Texas, a wonderful organization right here in the Permian Basin. And we also host the Fall Classic the past couple of years now. It's a huge event that draws so many hundreds of people right here to Midland and Odessa. And so all of that money going to be poured right back into our own community.
Yes.
So great to see. Let's get back to our poll of the hour. Let's see what we have. Which country has the highest total number of volcanoes? A geography question, a geology question, any way you look at it. There's so many different options there. Argentina, Indonesia, Russia, Chile, Japan, and the United States. I chose Japan because they're known for their tectonic and geological activity. They do have volcanoes that I know of, dormant and non, and active and non. But also, Argentina is a good answer too, Sawyer.
Yeah, that is what I chose. I really don't know why, but I just chose a random answer. And we'll hope it's correct. We've been stumped on the past couple of ones where I'm like, yeah, I think this might be the answer, and it's not. So I have no idea about this answer, but I just chose it, and we'll see how it turns out.
We'll see how it goes. So Sawyer will give us the answer in 25 minutes right here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. You can always comment below, let us know what you think the answer might be. Now, of course, we have some other polling questions as well that I want to get to that I will bring up on our screen. Whenever you're working on something, what helps you stay focused? What helps you stay in the
total
zone?
silence is in the lead now.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, total silence.
45%.
Go total silence. We love to just be in silence and locked in. I remember growing up as a reporter. That's a weird thing to put together. But it's true. I grew up here. When I was younger and I was a reporter, I would try to lock myself in an edit bay or a conference room and just like knock out my story if it was something intense. Or sit in the car if I was out in the field. Nothing on. Like I see some folks put together the stories with music and stuff. I would chew gum though. That is something that helped me to stay focused when I'm editing video, is chewing gum. I've done it since high school.
Interesting.
So interesting thought there. What is yours?
I am listening to music. I love music. I love all kinds of music. I walk in here every morning, grab my AirPods, put them in, pull up my my Spotify.
Pandora, what a throwback. That was like one of the first.
I don't use Pandora, so that was even funnier that it came up because I don't even use it. But pull up some music, whether it's my favorite songs, whether it's my most recently played songs, whether it's Hannah Montana, because yesterday was the reunion of Hannah Montana, so I pulled up that music and listened to that.
Do you have a favorite? I know Hannah Montana was not your number one. Do you have a favorite Hannah song?
I
There's so many to choose from. Is it the theme song?
Best of Both Worlds is fun. I like Nobody's Perfect.
Or Miley even. That's fine too.
Nobody's Perfect.
Because I know she had a few songs
fun.
in the show.
Yeah, I like The Climb.
So that's an iconic
Sang The
song.
Climb, I think, as a duet for my 4th grade talent show.
Really?
Shout out to Alexis Townsend. Gang, gang.
That's cool. That's neat. Okay.
Yes, so
4th grade.
everybody just kind of, I was in the talent show I think 4 times that year. I was like dragged into it by like everybody. I did like a dance number
Wow.
with some girls. I sung The Climb
could
with
never.
Alexis.
I never
sung
did that.
a solo by myself, and then my mom's sister and I always did something fun, so I don't remember what we did that year. We might have done, I think we did like a dance/singing routine to the Glee version of Singing in the Rain, Umbrella, like they like mashed
Mm-hmm.
them together. I don't know, I don't remember, but I was always in the talent show. And then that year I was like in it 4 times. Like I did one
Gosh.
thing and I was in it again. And
This was
danced.
elementary?
Elementary. Yeah.
Okay. We only did talent shows in high school.
We did talent shows, middle. We did them everywhere. We did elementary, middle, high school, but I only participated, I think, 1 year in middle school, and that was 7th grade year. And I sung, of course. And then in high school, I never cared enough.
Never took part in the
No.
Yeah. Yeah, by that point, it was kind of like locking in for school, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Let us know what you think. Going to firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code or go to our website to vote on your thoughts. If you won the lottery, what would you do first? Would you travel, invest all the money? All the money, that's the option there. Go on a shopping spree, buy a mansion, throw a massive party. That sounds fun. Other? I chose other. I would buy this TV station.
Each time you
I don't know
say
why,
it,
because it's
a little
it's
bit
perfectly
more
fine,
disappointed in
but it
you
would be
each
fun
time
to
you
own
say
it. Say this is mine. Even though it is mine, but it's still like not mine.
Instead of Kosamosa, Matthew Alvarez.
I don't know what I don't. I just like to think of the thought.
That wouldn't even work because KOSA is, or yeah.
K is required. Yeah, I would
Yes.
say that wouldn't work.
No, that wouldn't work. I chose Travel the World, but now that I'm thinking of it, and we've kind of discussed this, I think it would be other. I'd pay off my debts.
Debts.
I'd get rid of my student loan. I'd pay off my mom's student loan bills, which are half parent
That's
plus
another thing.
loans.
Wouldn't you pay your family just because all your family gets money?
Probably
Depending on the amount.
not, quite honestly. Like I'd do the debt, especially like for the parent plus loans,
Oh, for sure.
because that's to help me go through school. But after that, I would be like, nah. I'd be like, I'd be like, you could come on vacation with me, I guess.
You're not getting any money though.
No more money.
There you go. All right, next one. What is your favorite way to procrastinate? Doom scrolling, watching TV, sleeping, playing video games, eating snacks, or other? The winner is doom scrolling, which we tend to do a lot, especially I remember also another reporter throwback, some anecdotal things I want to discuss.
We like to just talk about stories. Why not?
We do. I remember, I was going to say growing up again, but when I was reporting, I would be on the phone scrolling, doom scrolling, but just for story ideas, not so much videos. Short form hadn't actually come out at that time. This was before TikTok even, and short form videos. So I would just doom scroll finding stories to cover. And that was kind of what I did, doom scrolling on Facebook. So some interesting stuff there. And you tend to doom scroll as well, is that what you're saying? It's funny how fast the hours fly by when you're scrolling on TikTok, short form videos. It flies by, even on YouTube.
It's been, I can switch through my different apps, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, back to Twitter,
Back and forth.
back to TikTok, and then I'll find something like I said earlier in the show. I love ASMR. I love to listen to ASMR, and I'll find like ASMR videos, and I'll just go and scroll through ASMR after ASMR. I was actually doing that yesterday, so that's kind of funny.
Lots of ASMR videos for sure. But yeah, let us know what you think. Go to firstalert7.com/vote, scan the QR code, and we will have the answer to the trivia question of which country has the most volcanoes in just a little while. But less than 20 minutes now, Sawyer will give us that answer. Now, of course, we do appreciate you streaming with us this morning. We do want to also remind you to download our app and take us with you wherever you go. Connect to TV, phone, tablet. It is completely free of charge to watch Wake Up West Texas Extra from from 7 to 9 every weekday morning. As we look live outside over the SCOTUS building, actually, this is Odessa. I'm sorry, the Matrix. Here we go. This is the SCOTUS building, Supreme Court of the United States.
The trash truck.
Which is part of our trivia question the other day. What is at the top of the Supreme Court? Well, it is the
basketball court.
Basketball court.
The highest court in the land.
Did-em.
And yes, the trash truck.
Love the trash truck there. I think he's stuck at a red light right now.
Oh.
There are odd red lights there, mostly for pedestrians. It's fun. It's very stressful to
No, I
drive
just don't
in
think
DC.
he's moving because there's cars.
Oh, he's pulled
going
over.
around it,
Okay. Well, there we go. Let's see if there's anything else interesting going on.
Take us somewhere
across.
fun.
Okay.
I need a vibe.
We're going to go
change.
down the street in DC, still in DC.
Oh, I think down the street from here. I was like, that's not fun, Matthew.
No, that's this is at Reagan National Airport, where delays have been mounting quite a bit here, popping up on the screen. The cherry blossom camera.
So that doesn't really look like the airport.
I guess it's on an airport camera. You can see towards the Washington Monument there, the base of the obelisk right there. Looks like the camera's being operated.
Beautiful.
But those are the cherry blossoms in full bloom.
Yeah, I know we had a very awesome camera yesterday. Obviously, sadly, after Wake Up West Texas Extra, but it kind of showed all the cherry blossoms in the National Mall there, and it kind of zoomed from one area to another one, and so it was really nice. And yeah, we were talking about this the past couple of weeks, and they are in their full peak bloom right now.
They look beautiful.
Really, they don't really look that pink though, or like from afar they look white.
Right. Yeah, they do tend to. Yeah, I guess you have to be close to see the pink hue. Never been there during bloom, but been close.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
there.
after a day or two, even less, sometimes they'll just blow off and that's it. The
That's how it
bloom's
is
gone.
with fall in Texas.
Yes. One day it's there,
However,
one day it's
have
not.
you noticed there's like a ton of leaves on the ground right now? Mm-hmm. Why?
They're just now falling.
But they
never
they
got
fell
into
months
true
ago.
fall.
But they fell months ago. But there's like leaves still on the ground. Like it looks like it's fall outside, especially like my parking lot where I live.
My tree barely lost its
There's
leaves
just
like
leaves
a month
all
ago.
over it. I'm like, this. It looks like it's fall.
When we first got the windstorm, it still had leaves on it
Really?
through winter and
Wow.
everything. Like the trees here, they hold their leaves through the winter.
I mean, I know a lot of them do, but like it's just
It seems like an odd amount.
Yeah, it's
what you're saying?
it's an odd amount, and yeah, it just is like where'd these come from?
Maybe
Because all the
perennial
trees like
shedding?
by my apartment have like no leaves and haven't for months.
Well, nonetheless, a beautiful look over DC this morning. Why don't we go to somewhere exciting, somewhere exotic, somewhere different compared to what we just saw? Why don't we go?
to see where we go?
It's more of a joke, if anything. We're going to the Capitol, also in DC.
Wow, Matthew.
Went down the street as
Down the
well.
road again.
Down the road again. We have so many DC cameras. That's the thing.
Well, it is our capital, so.
It is our nation's capital. We love our nation's capital. Let's see here what else we can find. I mean, we could go back inside the airports as well. Trying to see what this is. I don't want to take this camera. This looks like it might not be a good shot to show on TV.
Oh.
No, it's probably not. It's the investigation to the plane crash. We're getting very close images there. That's about what we have this morning. Kind of all of them. The other ones are hearings with the DHS secretary, things of that nature. So we can go to one more airport. We're going to go to LAX, which is just now getting a sunrise over there. It is still early in the morning on the West Coast, excuse me.
Let's say not the East Coast.
Not the East Coast, the West Coast
Completely
of the
opposite
United States.
coast.
Look at that. All that traffic going into the airport there. Backups, delays continue as TSA workers go unpaid for weeks now with this partial government shutdown. Hopefully get that resolved very soon. They're having a hearing on it right now, which I guess we could show you as well. I think they're barely being seated, discussing those topics as well. Let me see if I can pull it up on your screen. I'm trying to remember where I saw it as we peer inside. I don't think they would mind. I've actually been in this very room that this hearing is being held inside the United States Capitol building here. I've been there for a hearing. That was not the topic of the hearing, but it's a fascinating room set up there. I was at that very table, right behind it at least.
Intriguing.
And standing in the spot where this camera is.
Matthew,
Outside in the hallway, you can see
I need
it's
to
a
go to
grand
DC.
hall. You should.
I don't like not having.
I guess the reason we were able to go to these places is because we were with the congressman, so we have, it was a little bit more access, which was so cool. But you should go to DC, reach out to our congressman. That way you can take a good look at the tour.
Maybe.
That would be pretty neat. But it's a pretty nice room there. This hearing is regarding, according to this feed here, if I remember what it is. I'm looking. Sorry. GOP, let's see. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, there is going to be hearing.
It's a hearing regarding the DHS secretary, who was Mark Wayne Mullen, who was just sworn in the Oval Office yesterday. So we'll keep an eye on it. Never know, something interesting might come from that. Let's talk fun news, though. Mother's Day is in May, but this koala might already have won Mom of the Year. Ariel was filmed with 3 joeys clinging to her at a zoo in Australia. Ariel is giving the other moms a break by carrying her joey, Alan, along with Alan's friends Muffin and Twinkie. Why did Alan not get a sweet name like Twinkie or Muffin?
I don't know. That's a good question. Alan is kind of plain.
I haven't thought of
Maybe it's
Twinkies in
Alan,
a long
Texas?
time. When's the
I
last
don't
time you
know.
had a Twinkie?
A long time. I'm not a big
Long
fan
time.
of Twinkies.
Oh, you're not the cream filled?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
Very, very good. And they do last artificially forever, for sure. It's a nice sweet treat. Tiffany McElroy says, Happy Wednesday. Good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in.
Morning, Mom.
We appreciate you joining us. We're talking about these wonderful marsupials here, of which their poop smells like eucalyptus.
Oh, yes.
That's a fun fact, by the way.
That's the good fact about koalas.
That is. The other
Not
one is
the other one. which
Oh,
we're
yes, that's true.
Not going to talk about.
No. Take a look at this. A zoo in Washington State announced
love
yesterday that it
him.
had welcomed its newest resident, a rescue blind harbor seal named Onion. So the seal is rescued and he's blind, and his name is
Onion.
Savoya. The zoo said the 11-year-old male would make his public debut this weekend after recently arriving from Cleveland Metro Parks Zoo. Onion's story began in September of 2015 when he was stranded at 17 months old on a beach in Massachusetts. He was rescued, but during his recovery, he developed an eye infection that left him blind. Despite his blindness, though, Sawyer Onion has thrived under human care. I love his name. He has layers to his personality.
I love that. No, it's great. He's so cute. We've had seals in every single show this week. and
Somehow, it's great.
It's great. Yes, sir.
And maybe it's seal season.
Doing your job, grabbing.
Tiffany says koalas are so cute.
They are.
Other than that
Well, I
fact.
was gonna say they're evil. Actually, they're very
Are
vicious.
they?
Yeah, they like
really?
attack you.
Well, darn the chihuahuas. I mean, excuse me, the koalas.
I mean,
The koalas.
Chihuahuas are.
They definitely could be mean too.
I was gonna
Yes.
say mean too.
Yes.
No, I love him. He's so cute. Little seal.
Goodness. Well, whether you make them from scratch or love a quick box mix, today is International Waffle Day. I love waffles. I don't think I've ever made them from scratch, but I definitely have a pancake mix on me at all times.
At all times.
At all times.
I think he's lying.
Oh, like even at work?
Yes.
I guess I shouldn't say that. At least
like, no,
stocked
you
up
don't,
into my
liar.
pantry at all times. Maybe that's a better way.
Yeah, I don't know. I
My
love
friends have bought me waffle makers. I love Texas-shaped waffle makers. So great.
Sorry.
I have a collection of different waffle makers. I have one brand, and this is so interesting, the name of it. It's called Ghetto Waffle Maker. That's actually the brand of it. And I got it for Christmas.
I love that.
I wonder what store it's from for it to be called that. Waffle Maker.
Let me see if it comes back up again. This footage with these like waffle tacos does not look very good. I don't know where those are from, but I would not eat those. Are you
Sorry, I was clearing my
okay?
throat, but it was much louder than I was expecting.
Oh yes, that looks disgusting. I don't know where that is.
Waffle, cheese, hot dog, macaroni, mac and cheese. Apparently it was Target that brand is from, by the way. Called the, Ghetto Gastro.
Okay.
Love it.
No, I like waffles, but yeah, that footage looks gross. It's like a waffle taco, but ugh.
I like experimental things like that, so I don't know.
I love a good Belgian waffle.
But I love, yes, a good Belgian waffle. Makes me want to go back to that waffle place you and I ate at. Well, it's not a waffle place, but it's a breakfast shop as well. Sawyer and I enjoyed eating there together. It was very nice. Went after work one day.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where?
I don't remember the name, but it's good. What is the name? But it was wonderful because I did get a waffle, didn't I? I definitely have been there and gotten a waffle. Maybe it was when we went. I got an omelet with you.
No
I think.
idea, Matthew. I have no clue.
What do you order?
I don't know. Depends on what I'm
Depends
feeling
on
for the day. Yeah.
Do you ever order omelets or pancakes at a restaurant, or is it a home thing?
No, I'll do it out of.
You will. Okay.
I don't cook. We've discussed this.
Oh, that's true. Do you
Sawyer
make
is not
pancakes or
making
waffles?
Sometimes
Every
they're
once in a while.
definitely literally just the shake and
Shake and bake?
shake and pour.
Shake and pour, yes.
You know, the Bisquick. Yeah, just put water in it. They're not very fancy. My dad makes really good blueberry pancakes and waffles. He loves to do that and do like sauce or bacon with them. But
Okay. So there we go. We're going to be back in about 3 minutes with the First Alert 7 news and weather update. We appreciate you streaming with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. We'll also have the answer to that trivia question of where the most volcanoes are in the world. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Morning, one time now is 8:55. Good to have you with us here on First Alert 7. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRae for a check of the forecast. Sawyer, how's it looking today?
Yeah, it is rather mild as we do start off the day. Those temperatures are going to be hot once again, feeling like summer as we head through our Wednesday. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. Breezy to windy conditions will continue as we head through today and really throughout the rest of this week with near record temperatures today and tomorrow as well. Cooling things down a touch heading into the weekend. Here's a live look outside of the skies of Odessa this morning, where we are seeing lots of blue sky and sunshine. Temperatures across the region in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. 64 in Midland, 59 here in Odessa. Those winds anywhere from being calm to 15 miles per hour. And we are starting off the day, like I mentioned, with blue sky, sunshine, and a few clouds out there as well. Temperatures are going to warm up nicely and quickly as we head through the day with highs into the 90s and triple digits coming up later today. 93 for Midland and Odessa, 99 for Pecos and Carlsbad, 101 for Presidio. Winds anywhere from about 5 to 20 miles per hour. Strongest winds expected across the Permian Basin. Coming up tonight, lows into the 50s and 60s, 59 for Midland, 60 for Odessa. And those winds still a touch elevated, especially across the Permian Basin and southeast New Mexico, anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we are going to see very similar conditions coming up Thursday. Ahead of a drop in temperatures heading into Friday and Saturday as well. But then those temperatures warm right back up into the 80s and 90s coming up next week, with some slight precipitation chances in the forecast and a lot of breeze sticking around as we head throughout the next 10 days as well.
Sawyer, thank you very much. We'll begin with your first alert out of Winkler County. We're following a developing story there right now where there was 2 fatal crashes in the last 12 hours alone. The first one happened just after 10 o'clock last night, where a 5-vehicle crash led to 1 person killed and 2 injured late last night. There is a crash, though, this morning with a woman who was killed there along 302. Last night, though, it happened at 10:05. A crash reported there 11 miles east of Kermit. Officials say 5 vehicles were involved in the crash with rollovers and fires reported. Deputies have confirmed that 1 man was killed. Next of kin have been notified. 2 people were taken to the emergency room with injuries. The highway remains closed right now because of that separate fatal crash that happened just before 6 o'clock this morning, about 13 miles to the east of Kermit on 302. 1 woman was killed in that crash as well. Tracking crime now in Odessa, where police say they have identified this woman here we first told you about earlier this week, accused of stealing a wallet at the Westside Walmart. A man told police he left his wallet on the counter of the customer service area with $2,700 of cash inside, and allegedly that lady took it. Luckily, they were able to track her down, and the police department thanks you for your assistance in this investigation. Traffic alert in Midland, some good news where the Lamesa Road Bridge that goes over Interstate 20 will reopen next week. TxDOT says the bridge will be back open on April 1st. Midland County has shared this photo with us saying, quote, "We know this has been a major route for many residents traveling between the city and southern parts of the county, and we appreciate everyone's patience," end quote. In education, Rankin ISD Superintendent Shay Murphy has resigned, according to a joint statement from Murphy and the district's board. The statement says an agreement was reached allowing Murphy to pursue other interests as the district begins the process of hiring a new superintendent. The board has named Brad Riker in the meantime as the acting superintendent. Riker is the current principal of Rankin High School. In the community, West Texas Congressman August Pfluger says he's helped secure more than $14.3 million of funding for Midland International Air and Spaceport, which would expand the terminal by more than 15,000 square feet. We'll have another check of the news and weather later on for First Alert 7 News at noon with Jacob Brandenburg and meteorologist Sawyer McElroy. Make it a great Wednesday. All right, here's a look at our...
Nope, that's
pull.
not it.
I did not pull it up. Let me see here. 1 second. Okay, here we go. Our trivia of the hour. Which country has the highest total number of volcanoes? Argentina, Indonesia, Russia, Chile, Japan, or the United States? I chose Japan. Sawyer chose Argentina. But the answer is...
The United States.
No way.
There are over 130 in Alaska alone. There are 173 to 165 recognized volcanoes in the United States.
Did you know our area had lots of volcanoes in Big Bend? All of them dormant volcanoes. There's mountains over there.
Well, then there's
There we go.
contributing to your answer, Matthew.
Fascinating stuff. The things you learn on Extra on these mornings. So glad to have you streaming with us. We had a lot of fun today.
Yes, sure.
It was a good time for sure. We appreciate you streaming with us though. Have a great day.